Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we're going to be doing a moving abroad thing, like series, where I have like different tips and tricks and what to do and not to do and stuff like that. So this is going to be the first part. I'm going to divide it into a few parts so that I can be able to answer everything to the best of my ability. So in today's video we're going to be doing what to do and how to do it. Like this is going to be like an introduction kind of thing. So let's get into it. I wrote a few things here, and sorry, that's my phone. I wrote a few things here, and the first point I would say would be to pick your country of choice. A country maybe that you've always wanted to go to, or recently of interest and stuff like that. So for me, my first one was China. So I just knew that I wanted to apply to that place as my first abroad college experience. So I wanted China because I had been there before. So for you, it could be something different. It doesn't really matter, as long as it's somewhere where maybe you feel like you would thrive there, or you would learn something there. Sorry, I'm a little sick. So I chose China for college. And then, but then again, I would also say pick 2 extra countries, because you never know if like you'd be sponsorships, scholarships, stuff like that. I'd just say pick top 3 places you'd want to go to. Maybe top 3 cities, top 3 countries. But it shouldn't just be one, because if you're applying, you don't really know who's going to reject you, who's going to accept you. So yeah, pick a country. And then the second point would be to figure out what you want to do there. Is it for employment? Is it for educational purposes? Is it for research? Like, what do you actually want to do when you get there? Like, you have to be having a plan to give to immigration, to give to the visa processing people. You have to have a plan. You can just move, like pick up and go without a plan. So some people would say for tourism, some people would say to like check out the vibe of what they would want to do there, like if they want to actually move there permanently. So like what I did, for me, my first trip to China was vacation, kind of. It wasn't exactly for education. So went there, and then that's when I fell in love with the place, and I was like, okay, I genuinely want to move here to study. So yeah, you could do that. But then some people go straight ahead, like first time going, it could be for college and that's it, or like for work and that's it. So just whatever you decide. And then the third thing, that's like probably one of the biggest things after like visa processing, like that's I mean, like, isn't like visa processing is big, and then this thing would probably be the biggest after that. I would say your finances. That like changes everything. That like determines everything. Whether you're gonna need a scholarship, whether you're not gonna need financial support, financial aid, whether you're gonna need, like, it's just finances are probably the most important. So figure out how much you have, right? And then see if it could allow you to go somewhere, because some places are more expensive than some places. The visa processing of some countries would be 500 bula, for example. Some places even cheaper than that, some even more than that. It just depends. So figure out how much you have, what it would allow you for, like application processes, processing fees and stuff like that. That's very important. And then the next one would be research. Do a lot of research. This video is going to help with that, of course, and the next ones that are coming. A lot of research about the place you're going to. For example, the weather, cost of living, stuff like that. Every little bit of information would be very vital, because you're going to some place where you don't know anything about. At least that's what I did. I looked into like Chinese culture, like infrastructure, stuff like that, like availability of opportunities for working, what kind of visas, the website. And I figured out that, okay, this place would be ideal for me and what I'm looking for. So I was going for educational purposes, 4-year scholarship, and I was looking at the laws of the country, right? So the research should entail every single thing, because you're going to somewhere you have never been before, probably where you know nobody. So it's important to be like a little bit educated about what's going to happen when you get there. At least the basics, the laws of the country, the restrictions, that what you can and cannot do, stuff like that. And if you have more time, you could also look into YouTube videos of people who are living there currently and are foreigners and are doing what you're doing. So if it's educational, like students living in China, foreign students living in China, or like stuff like that. So it's really important to go on the immigration website of that country, look at everything, what they require from you, how much money you should have, the do's and don'ts, processing times, stuff like that. And then the next thing that you should probably look into is the accommodation. For example, if you're a student, you'd look into student accommodation because it would be a viable option for you. That's cheaper and that's more sensible. You shouldn't be going there to like get a 10-bedroom house, kind of those kind of vibes. But look for accommodation and see how like the prices are, where you could live, how far is it from your college, stuff like that. If they have student residential areas, if you can be able to be put there, are they for foreigners? Because every country has different laws pertaining to foreign people, foreign students, foreign workers, foreign, just foreigners in general. So it's good to like dive into that and see what you could do. So when I was in China, fortunately for me, I was living in the school. Like it was already done for you. So when you apply back home, everything, you choose the dorms, if you want the ones near the classrooms, like you already chose all those kind of things. But I know some places could be different. You'd have to live in like a residential building away from the school, like outside of the school, a private one sometimes that's in collaboration with the school or with the immigration. It's all just different. So it's good to like go into that, look into the website, look at what the options are for foreigners first years, because it also depends on which year you're going to be. I know some people who transfer from like certain university in a different country and then go to a different country, and they're like second year students and they have different kind of rules for accommodation. So really good. Go into the school website, immigration website, try to like balance it out and then figure out what's best for you and your finances, right? Yeah. So this, I want to make this more of like a student thing, and then I'm going to go tackle into the work thing as well in my next video. But for students, I think it would be the most easiest way, if I could say. Well, for me it was, because once you're in the country, it's a different story. It's easier and it's more, you're most likely going to get more opportunities when you're already in the country. So the easiest way to go into China, for example, would have been to go the school route, because when you're already there, you're there for 4 years and your visa is going to be simple because it's already 4 years and you already chose a program, or it could be even 6 years, some people. But if you're there, it will be easy to find a job. And then after graduation and stuff like that, I'll also like go into that as well. But this was just an introduction video. Tell me what you want to know about, questions, comments, everything, that's fine. If you need me to go deeper into details about like China and like the visa processing, all those things, it'll be on my next video. This was just an introduction of the move abroad, travel abroad, live abroad kind of series that I wanted to start on my channel. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and let me know what you want to see on part 2. So yeah, I will see you guys on my next one.